we'll definitely need to tune the radio. So do you know how to do that on this aircraft?
Give me a second.
Yeah, you're definitely on the default one. So you see on the top right
Yes.
of the G1000, you
Yeah.
got so on the knobs themselves. So on the control, yeah. So that's the volume one. The one below that is to change. So the little with the two arrows.
Yeah.
So
okay.
above, so between those,
one.
yeah, that one. That will switch frequencies. Do you see the white bit on the screen? The frequency in white.
Yes.
That's the standby frequency. So the knob above where you are. That one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that one change. So the inner one will change the little numbers, and then the outer one will change the big numbers. So the ATIS today is 119er850.
And 500, broken clouds, 11,000, broken clouds, 20,000, temperature, 15, altimeter 3010, landing and departing runways 20. Read back all hold short instructions, VFR aircraft, say direction of flight. Advise on initial contact.
Yeah, go for it. So where are you going? The VOR?
Yeah, so it's Gulf.
Chattanooga, ATIS information, Tango,
Let's go further
2053.
Okay.
Zulu,
Go to
wind
Lafayette,
330 at 8. Visibility 10 miles. Broken clouds 5,500.
So
broken clouds
Airway.
6,500. Broken clouds
that's
11,000. Broken clouds 20,000.
Directly south.
Temperature
we'll leave the airspace
15.
essentially.
Altimeter 3010. Landing and departing runways 20. Read back all hold short instructions. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Tango. Chattanooga, ATIS information, Tango, 2053, Zulu, winds 330 at 8. Visibility, 10 miles.
Tower, good
broken
afternoon.
clouds,
This is Sky
5,500.
666
Broken
Papa
clouds,
Golf.
6,500.
VFR
Broken
to
clouds,
south.
11,000. Broken clouds, 20,000. Temperature, 15. Altimeter 3010. Landing and departing runways 20. Read back all hold short instructions. VFR aircraft say.
It's 1183 in it.
No, I had it on 3.3. All right, there we go. I was wondering why it was so quiet.
Right. So, Martian, the ATIS is on 119er.850.
Yeah, I already got the ATIS. I'm trying to tune tower.
Just gonna mute you guys for a second.
Cool. When you're ready, no, go for it.
Chattanooga Tower, good afternoon. This is Skyhawk November 666 Papa Golf. I got Tango and I'm at the General Aviation Terminal. I'm looking to pick up a VFR clearance to the south.
November 6th, Papa Golf, Chattanooga Tower, hello.
You broke him.
All right, November 6th, Papa Golf, Chattanooga Tower. Maintain VFR out of low 4,500. Squawk 4015.
All right, that's VFR at or below 4,500 and squawking 4015 for uniformly or for 6 Papa Golf.
Nice one. Martian, were you comfortable with what just happened there?
Yes, I'm not sure I can repeat all of it. But
okay, could you hear them on the frequency?
Yes.
Cessna 6 Papa Golf, center has just gone offline, so I'm afraid no flight following it will be available for you.
Perfectly understandable. Appreciate it. 6 Papa Golf.
So, let's see. So what's your call sign, Martian, just so I know?
Delta Delta Echo Charlie Mike.
Delta Delta Echo Charlie Mike, yeah?
Yeah. Do I have to say all of that every time?
He might shorten it to Delta Charlie Mike after you say the full time thing.
Okay.
Tower Mary 1 Alpha.
Mary 1 Alpha, Chattanooga Tower, hello.
Hi there. Mary 1 Alpha, I'm just helping out a couple of friends on here. Delta Delta Echo Charlie Mike is quite niche about, so you okay with me helping him out as necessary?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mary 1 Alpha. Okay, so now he knows.
Okay.
So just take your time, request a clearance, and then ask for help as you need to from me or the control tower, okay?
Okay, so I need to tell them I have Tango, I need to tell them my type.
Cessna Alpha India Mike established on the downwind.
And I need to...
Cessna Alpha India Mike, runway 20, clear for the option, unable to stop and go.
Departure, exactly correct, VFR departure to the south. So all you're going to say is that you're Cessna 172, you're in the general aviation apron, you have Tango, request VFR departure to the south. And then he's going to give you...
Yeah, when I clear you for the option,
he's going to give you the instructions, including a squawk. So make sure to have pen and paper and write it all down.
You can full stop,
okay.
but you cannot stop and go.
How do I set squawk on this
thing? Sorry?
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
How do I set squawk on this thing?
So, on the bottom of the screen...
So your readback would be clear for the option.
PFD, you click on XPDR.
Clear for the option.
And then code.
Okay.
Okay.
Chattanooga Tower, Skyhawk 6 Papa Golf, ready to taxi.
Cessna 6 Papa Golf, ramp controls at your discretion. Contact me at the edge of the ramp for entry onto taxiway Delta.
Roger that, contacting at edge of Delta. Are you sending me on 15 or 20?
20 is the active.
Roger that.
If you like intersection departure at Delta, there's 6,000 feet available.
I love 6,000 feet. All right, I'll get to the edge of Delta and call you shortly. Uniform 6 Papa Golf.
Okay. So, Martian, on the bottom right of the second screen, can you press the enter button? Yeah, that one. Just press that one. That's fine.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Good. Now you have a monitor. So when you're ready, request that clearance.
Okay. Chattanooga Tower, Delta Delta Echo Charlie Mike, Cessna 172. I'm at general aviation parking and requesting VFR departure to the south. Did that transmit?
It did, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Give him a second. He might be looking for a flight plan. Bye, Null.
Taxiing to the
Hey,
actor.
Skyhawk, Delta Delta, Echo Charlie Mike, Chatty Tower, hello. Correction. Maintain VFR at or below 4,500, squawk 6462.
Roger, maintain under 4,500 and squawk 6462 Delta Delta Echo Charlie Mike. Thank you.
Cessna Echo Charlie Mike, confirm maintain VFR at or below 4,500.
Maintain VFR at or below 4,500 Delta Delta Echo Charlie Mike.
Perfect, well done.
6462.
Tower, hello again. Mary 1 Alpha, Skyhawk. General aviation apron with Tango. Request VFR departure to the south.
And Mary 1 Alpha, are you a Skyhawk as well?
Hey for Mary 1 Alpha.
Okay, where are we going?
Mary 1 Alpha, Chattanooga Tower. Yeah. Maintain VFR at or below 4,500, squawk correction, squawk 0441.
Maintain VFR below 4,500 feet, squawk 0, Fower 1, Mary 100, correction, Mary 1 Alpha. Alright, nice one. So, I'm going to tell you in a second, he still hasn't cleared us for taxi.
Yeah.
But what you'll do is you'll request an intersection departure. If you look at your second monitor, the MF...
Set, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll help you set everything.
Cali Tower, Skyhawk 6 Papa Golf. I'm just at the edge of taxiway Delta
onto the second
Bravo
monitor.
intersection, and I'm going to taxi to the active.
And then, do you see the range knob?
Alright, 6 Papa Golf, runway 20 at Delta.
On the right
taxi
side.
via Delta.
On the right side, yeah.
20 at Delta, taxi via
Rotate
Delta.
it so that you can zoom right in. Other way, other way, yeah. There you go. Okay, cool. So, runway 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I look at my charts, is gonna be... where are you? Oh, you're somewhere different. Okay, so runway 20, you're gonna need to go up hotel. So hotel's that first taxiway on the
Skyhawk 6
left.
Papa Golf.
Yeah,
Winds are favorable for me to open runway 33 for y'all. Would you like that instead?
I actually prefer 20 at this point, just to practice a few things, if that's alright. Golf, or Papa Golf.
So, sorry.
Roger, yeah, you'll get 20.
So do you, yeah, so if you put your mouse on your airplane, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And then go to the right a little bit. There you go, and go up. That's going to be hotel.
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to probably ask you to cross hotel. And then that first taxiway beyond the other runway, that's going from left to right at the top,
Yeah.
that's
okay.
Delta.
Yeah.
So if you can ask a Delta departure, you can depart from that intersection on the right. So the runway going vertically downwards, that's 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so just request a clearance, and hopefully he'll give you that, or you can request that if you want to. You can request a Delta intersection departure.
Okay. One more thing, I need to set my QNH.
Okay, good. So on the right side, you see the knob. No. So but on the main again, sorry, on the right side of the controls, you see you got barrow being the large circle.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So rotate that, and that'll change the QNH, the altimeter. So increase that for 3010.
Cessna 6 Papa Golf, on course departure approved. Runway 20, clear for takeoff.
Chatty Tower, I appreciate
Perfect.
it, but if you can cancel the clearance for a second, I just got to do my run up. 6 Papa Golf.
Alright, 6 Papa Golf, takeoff clearance canceled.
Cool. If I were you, on the bottom left, you see the
Chattanooga
alt.
Tower, Alpha India Mike established
No.
on the down.
Yes.
If you
What was that?
Cessna Alpha India Mike,
Sorry,
I
not
see
for
you
you, no,
midfield
sorry,
on the
you can
downwind,
mute yourself
runway
again if you want.
20, clear for lead
So
option,
on the
unable
left,
stop and go.
if you rotate the big knob,
Clear for the option.
you see the
Alpha India
numbers at the top right.
Alpha India Mike,
increasing.
clear
Set
for
that
the
to
option,
4,000.
unable stop and go.
Okay.
Perfect. And then we'll
Clear for
aim
the
for
option,
4,000
unable stop
as
and
we
go.
leave.
Alpha
Okay.
India Mike.
Okay. Sure.
So now that you have an idea, just say that you're ready for taxi. Say
Yeah.
so you can say Tower, Delta Charlie Mike, ready for taxi. Request intersection Delta departure.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds good. Tower, Delta Echo Charlie Mike, request intersection Delta departure, ready to taxi.
Cessna Echo Charlie Mike, runway 20 at Delta, taxi via hotel, cross runway 15.
Taxi via hotel, cross runway 15, Delta Echo Charlie Mike.
Okay, so that's exactly what we briefed. Yeah, he even cleared you
And
across the
Cessna Echo
runway.
Charlie Mike, next time you respond, you can identify as Cessna Echo Charlie Mike.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Okay, so
Save you a couple syllables there.
So now he basically just said Cessna Echo Charlie Mike, so that's your call sign
Yeah.
now. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
So now you're comfortable. You saw where you're on the map.
Yeah.
So you know where to go. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Chattanooga Tower,
So you go
Skyhawk
ahead and
6
depart,
Papa
and I'm
Golf,
gonna get my
holding
clearance.
short of runway 20 at Delta, and I am ready to depart.
Cessna 6 Papa Golf, on course departure approved, runway 20, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 20, on course departure. 6 Papa Golf, appreciate it.
Tower Mary 1 Alpha, request taxi.
Mary 1 Alpha, runway 20 at Delta, taxi via Delta.
Delta, correction. 20 departure at via Delta, taxi via Delta, Mary 1 Alpha. Ooh, that was terrible.
Engine instruments all looking good. Everything's looking good. Let's do this. Engine instruments up. Everything's looking good. Climbing up. Alright, rotation speed, up we go. That's good. Hate doing this not in VR.
Yeah, it's a pain in it.
Chattanooga Tower, Alpha India Mike
check.
on short final,
Left
requesting
0.
full stop landing.
Cessna Alpha India Mike, that's included in the option that you have when I cleared you when you were downwind.
My apologies. Would I then proceed to exit the runway wherever, or would that be your instruction?
Yeah, that's at your discretion.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up.
Good, Martian. What the heck is going on with the calibration of this throttle?
Alright, Mary 1 Alpha, who would like to go first?
I'm going to go ahead and let Echo Delta Mike go first. Thanks, Tower.
Yeah. Give me a second. I want to make sure I don't have the auto. I have the auto.
Do you want to try a formation flight and you can take off parallel?
That would be amazing fun, but for now I think it's best not to. Thank you, Tower.
Alright, sure thing.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, Cessna Alpha India Mike, which say parking, please?
Anywhere on the general aviation ramp would be fine.
Alright, you can go to the East General Aviation, taxi via Charlie, cross runway 33.
Taxi via Charlie, cross runway 33, Alpha India Mike.
Tower, Delta, Cessna Delta, Echo Charlie Mike. I'm holding short of runway 20, ready for departure.
Cessna Echo Charlie Mike, on course departure approved, runway 20, clear for takeoff.
Runway 20, cleared for takeoff, Cessna Echo Charlie Mike. Okay, he didn't say anything, so I can take off, right?
Yeah, he gave you a clearance to take off, right? So
Yeah.
that's it. That exchange is completed. He gave you a
Alright,
clearance, read it back.
no, correction. Cessna 6 Papa Golf, no further ATC services available, leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved, squawk VFR.
That's Squawk VFR for 6 Papa Golf. Thanks for everything you've done here. See you.
See you.
And you can rotate now, Martian. Keep the wings level. There you go. Good job. Use aileron. Get the wings level. Get the wings level. Good. Get some right rudder in. Perfect. More right rudder in.
I was using left rudder, that's why.
Yeah. Squadron's getting in there, eh?
Boost drift.
Tower, Mary 1 Alpha, ready for departure.
Mary 1 Alpha, on course departure, approved, runway 20, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff, runway 20, Mary 1 Alpha.
Chattanooga Tower, are you going to be working approach as well?
Negative, I don't have control over the approach space.
Yeah, so just keep flying
Roger.
south, Martian. That's all we care about. We're not.
But if you want to stay within 5 miles, I'll
finding our
vector
way
you as
back
much
for
as you
now.
like.
Okay.
Gotcha. We just departed from
What's the
Collegedale here. We'll
balance
probably be
indicator
heading
on
over
this
your way
thing?
here in just a few minutes,
Sorry, I
actually.
can barely hear you. Say that again.
Where's the balance indicator?
It's the
that
top.
must
It's
be
the triangle with the
November
vertical line
503 Sierra
underneath.
calling.
That's the balance
I see
indicator.
it.
That is November 50.
Yeah. Great, we'll look for you in a few minutes.
So the climb out, you're looking for about 75 knots,
Yeah.
and then once you're sort of clear of the airport area, look for about 180 degrees roughly on the heading.
Okay.
And we need
Hey,
you
Mary
to
1 Alpha, Chattanooga Tower, traffic traffic at your 11 o'clock southbound, a Cessna 172, altitude indicates 2,400, reporting sign.
traffic insight, Mary 1 Alpha. He's talking about you, by the way.
Mary 1 Alpha,
Yeah,
maintain
I
visual
noticed.
separation.
Mary 1 Alpha.
So 180 is what you said, okay.
No, you're practicing.
And Cessna Echo Charlie Mike, leaving my airspace, no further ATC available. Monitor advisory frequency and squawk VFR.
Say squawk VFR 1228.
Squawk VFR 1228, Delta Echo Charlie Mike. Thank you for service.
Cool. So when you have time, Martian, you can go ahead and you really need to turn off those tooltips. When you have time, Martian, just set the frequency 122.8, which is Unicom.
Okay.
And Chattanooga Tower, November 503 here. We're just to the north of the field, looking to make
No, this area is
the
beautiful.
space in for 20.
Yeah, it's
November 503 Sierra, Chattanooga Tower, radar contact 5.5 miles
Fun fact
northeast.
Fun fact about Chattanooga.
Squawk.
A long time ago, not a long time ago, they realized how important public internet was and made it part of their utilities.
Oh, really?
And now they have, for a small town in the south, they have one of the fastest, best.
November
internet
503 Sierra, squawk
That's
2666.
mental. That's what
Yeah.
666 03
This
Sierra.
is America.
Mary 1 Alpha, leaving my airspace, no further ATC available. Frequency change approved. Squawk VFR.
Squawk 1200 122.8, Mary 1 Alpha. Thanks very much and have a good day.
All right, thank you for choosing Chattanooga today. Have a great flight.
Hope to see you before you leave, Mary 1 Alpha. Bye.
And November 503 Sierra, cleared straight in, runway 20.
Clear straight in for 20 Sierra.
200.
Okay.
Do I need to change something about my squawk? It said squawk VFR.
Yeah, so if you go on transponder and then press VFR, it'll change it automatically to
Cessna Alpha
1200.
India Mike, correction, Chattanooga Tower, hello?
VFR. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so we're all in 122.8. Keep flying south, Martian,
Yeah.
and I'll let us know when we can begin the exercises. There's no airspace further south to us for quite a long while. Null, I assume you're in the area.
Yeah, I'm I try to hit the 200 radial out of the VOR, and I'm
Okay.
following it to Lafayette.
Ah, cool. Fair enough.
On my VAT readout, I can see all three of us like in this nice little line. It's really cute.
How do I... Where do you see that?
Oh, he's probably...
I have
sorry.
I have a browser open. There's I use this really fun website here. I'll put it to the nosedive.
I can actually see you on my map in the
Yeah,
app
you'll be able to see traffic on the MFD.
TCAS.
Yeah,
So?
it's kind of like TCAS. It's not TCAS, but it's kind of like it. It's not actually TCAS. So you
Yeah.
have to be careful.
Actually, speaking, not speaking of TCAS, but MCAS is on my mind. There's a documentary coming out next week about the Boeing.
Yeah, all the
Downfall.
crashes, the MCAS.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really interesting. I just saw the ad today, actually.
Oh, the Netflix one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to watch it then.
cool. So, if you can
Oh,
see
fine,
Null,
then.
Martian, why don't you follow Null around?
Yeah.
And you know what? We are in uncontrolled airspace, so if you need to, feel free to. Martian, at some point when you got the time, turn off the tooltips, and after we're done with today's lesson, you and I were going to install the NXI for you, okay? The realistic
Okay.
G1000. It's. Let's see. Null has the realistic one as well, don't you? You have the NXI.
I do, but I'm flying the
Steam
non-G1000
gauge. Yeah,
right now.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Love the Steam gauge.
Yeah, it's
How
fun,
do I turn off
especially in
tooltips?
VR. It is very fun.
Yeah.
Say again, Null? Martian?
How do I turn off
You have
tooltips?
to do it in the main menu.
Ah,
I'm just leaving sort of the main zone before starting the exercise. Jeez, it is really pretty on this sim. Fuck. Okay. So you guys can either keep flying in a straight line, or you can pause your sims. If you want, you can use the autopilot. Are you familiar with the autopilot? Have you experimented with that?
Oh, I'm using it right now.
Okay. So, Martian, are you comfortable with the autopilot? Do you need some guidance?
I need some guidance.
Okay. So the heading bug, why don't you do a left-right click on the heading bug itself? So both left then right click. Click click.
I don't think that's doing anything.
So, okay. Can you press and hold, and then move your mouse? Oh, you're in legacy mode.
Yes, I am.
So it should work. So with the, oh, it's probably because it's the default one, right? Just rotate it to where you're traveling. Manually rotate it to Route 200. In fact, rotate it to about 240, I'd say roughly. Or if you can see Null, just follow where Null's going.
Okay. Yeah.
Null's not going towards Lafayette though.
Well, so if we're, as someone who just finished reading the FAR,
Yeah.
We would be too close to build up areas to appropriately do air maneuvers, and there's a lovely field to Martian's 11 o'clock. So
Yeah.
I was aiming for this nice field structure away from
Fair
all
enough.
buildup.
So yeah, fair enough. Absolutely. So you want to make sure that you're not flying over any built-up areas. As long as you're not flying directly over them, and that you've got an escape route to not glide into them, then you're fine. But good point. That's the sort of thing you want to think about.
I don't know, guys. Like if I hit a perfect glide speed and got a nice tailwind, I could theoretically hit them.
Oh, if you aim for them, absolutely. The idea is
If a
not that.
wizard-
The idea is not is that can you hit them. Is the question is can you not hit them? That's the standard we're going with. If
Oh,
you can
man.
not hit them, then you're good.
Okay.
Okay, so turn the heading bug a little further, Martian. Keep turning it. You can use a scroll wheel, by the way.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Okay, and then go to about 230.
I wanted to follow Null. I think he's...
Yeah, Null's
Null's
going where he wants to go.
Okay, so we're not following Null right now.
Not anymore.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Oh, I can get closer. I thought I was serious. I was gonna do them over this field.
Okay.
Then do them over the field. That's absolutely fine. We're all in our own areas. That's fine. So
How do I
Martian,
engage?
so on the left side of the PFD, do you see a HDG button?
Yes.
Yeah, click on that. Okay. Now, and you got 4,000. So let's click on the Autopilot button, the AP button. And now the Autopilot is connected.
Is it an auto throttle as well?
Nope. So just set 2300 roughly, and then when you guys are, I can see you, Martian, by the way. So when you guys are ready, please have a look at my monitor. And Noel, good on you for reading the FARs. Really good.
I feel like such a nerd, but a good one.
Nah, mate, it's not nerdy. It's important, especially because you wanna actually be a pilot. You're gonna have to know them. So.
Is it gonna hold altitude for me as well?
Yes, because as you can, so if you look at the top of the monitor, do you see you've got in green heading AP
yes.
Alt 4000? This is your FMA. It's just like in the Airbus.
Yes.
What?
Okay.
Remember what's the Airbus third rule of the 4 golden rules? Understand the FMA at all times. This applies for every aircraft, not just Airbus.
Okay, gonna have to tell me the 4 golden rules.
Yeah, so I can send you a picture because I got a card which I have up at all times and I can see it right now. Anyways, so I'm going to demonstrate a steep turn. Are you ready? Null, are you ready?
Yes, ready.
Martian, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do a steep turn. So first things first, I'm roughly straight level, not really, more about 2,300. I do my lookout. I'm going to pretend that I've done it properly. Hand on the throttle. I'm well trimmed. Here it goes. I'm going to start that turn. Get a little bit of right rudder in as I do this. Start applying the back pressure. Past 30 degrees. Add enough so I can hear the engine increase in rev. There it is. Pitch up. 45 degrees. Hold it there. And I commence my lie. Lookout. Attitude. Instruments. Lookout. Attitude. Instruments. I'm descending. Shallow it out. Pitch up. Bring it back to 45. And I keep that pitch. Oh, I'm climbing. Shallow it out. Reduce it slightly. Back in. Lookout. Attitude. Instruments. It's coming back. Level off. Past 30. Reduce power until it's audible. And back. So as you can see, I'm out of practice. I lost 100 feet. The objective is not to lose any altitude. So I'll do one to the right this time. So I do my lookout, set 2300. My throttle is all messed up for some reason. Sorry guys, 1 second. Do my lookout. And again, commence a turn, get that rudder in. Past 30 degrees, I increase the power until it's audible. There it is. Maintain. Lookout. Attitude. Instruments. Lookout. Attitude. Instruments. Lookout. Attitude. Instruments. Continuing the scan. Continuing the scan. Continuing the scan. And then an added challenge is to go straight back into the left turn afterwards. So let me demonstrate. Lookout. Attitude. Instruments. Lookout. Attitude. Instruments. I gained 100 feet. Release the back pressure early. Reduce power as I go past the 30. Continue the turn all the way. More right rudder. Increase power again. And go back to the 45 degrees. This is an additional bit if you want to try it later. If you feel like you've mastered the steep turns. I have not. As you can see here, my steep turns are a little messy. But I have corrected for altitude and I continue. Lookouts. Attitude. Instruments. Waiting for that waypoint to appear. Here it is coming up. Roll out on it. Reduce power as you pass the 30 degrees. Add a little bit less rudder. And correct it. So I was very imbalanced. And my altitude is a little bit all over the place. But there it was. And then I can adjust power correctly again. Once I'm back level. Okay. Any questions?
When you do the right turn, do you still put in right rudder or left rudder?
So in the aircraft, you put in whatever feels necessary. Usually, you'd put in a bit of right rudder, but it really depends. So look what happens if I increase the bank angle. Look at the line. It goes off to the right.
Okay.
I need to step on the ball, right? So
Yeah.
as I go in, I step on the right rudder,
Okay.
and then I ease off as I enter that turn. As I stop banking. Okay.
Okay.
And then opposite rudder as you come out of the turn.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be tricky with my setup, but I'll do my best.
So when you guys are ready, go ahead and practice.
And quick small idiot check on the steam gauge. There are 3 big white turn markers. We're going in between the 2 and the 3, right?
Let me see. So you've got the 3 main ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going between the 2 and so the 2 thick ones on the outer edges. So for you, the outer one is a 60-degree bank, and then the inner one's a 30.
Okay.
So that's for Null, not for you, Martian. He's flying steam gauges.
Okay, but I can't see my mouse. Can you see my mouse?
In fact, I think I did 60-degree bank angles, so it's actually halfway between the 2. Apologies. Let me see, Martian. Yeah.
Okay,
so that
right.
one. Yeah. So that one will be 45 as well. Yeah, that's 45.
Okay. All right. Let's do this. Does the autopilot disconnect automatically if I move the...
No, so you'll need to disconnect it. So first, disconnect it like that, and then press the FD button. There you go.
Okay, I have control. Bank, I have power, and then I'll look at it first.
Null, for your stream, can you set it to prioritize smooth video rather than?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
I think that's because from our last session, isn't it?
Yep.
On Unity.
Screen. Other video. Go live.
Oh yeah, I'm losing so much out.
That's all right. Keep practicing. It's part of the journey. So remember, it's an unusually high attitude. And notice how I used the view over the HUD, over the combing. Because I wanted you to focus by looking outside and not just the instruments.
This feels so wrong.
It does, doesn't it? Remember to pick a reference point on the outside. So go a little bit steeper, Martian. Oh, see, you're.
I was about to.
That's it. No, I realize you're heading off on your roll. Good.
Okay, let's move it there.
Absolutely normal. No, your target is 4,000, correct?
Yeah, I'm 100 over.
It's okay. I just want to know what you're targeting. Remember, in flight sim, it's not about learning the flying skill itself. It's just about getting the right scan in and putting in the right inputs. Make sure not to trust your VSI in this exercise, okay?
Okay. Could we trust the altimeter?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go, Martian. Find that attitude. Don't follow the VSI. Find the attitude where the altimeter looks like it's not climbing or descending. Same with you, Noel. Don't stare too much at the attitude indicator. Focus on the attitude by looking outside.
I need to relax a bit on the control column.
Yeah, absolutely. If you find yourself really tensing as you do this exercise, make sure to grab a pen. Do the Spider-Man web shooting motion. Put your finger on top of a pen, lying down horizontally on top of the two fingers that are pressing on your palm, and then bring them up, and then use those two fingers plus your thumb to control the stick or the yoke.
Okay.
Null, try to use opposite rudder coming out of the turns, okay?
Okay.
But you're doing really well. Good job.
Can you say a little bit more about that? Why would I use opposite rudder?
Okay, so remember that the inverse yaw happens during roll, right?
Yes.
So as you're coming out of the turn in the opposite direction, inverse yaw is going to occur in the direction in which you're banked, even though you're reducing that bank angle.
And only when I'm coming out, or when I start to... Okay. Yes. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That feels so wrong. I'm sure it'll feel better in the plane.
Martian, what's your attitude? You're entering a spiral now. See? Yeah, there you go. Martian, looking outside. Yeah, don't look too much at the instruments. Martian, do you know how to change the view so it's over the dash? Yeah, that works too. So you know, there's the one where you cycle through the views. So
okay, let me roll out here. And then
yeah,
we'll
no
roll
worries.
out.
No worries, because that one's just getting you really high up. I wanted you to be looking over rather than high up. So do you know how to cycle through the internal views?
Second.
I don't know what it is on the keyboards.
Come on. Sorry, I have to fly for a bit. Okay, that should do it. Okay, now I don't know how to cycle views.
Right, if you open the camera menu at the top. So yeah, that. On the left, yeah. If you go to pilot, so if you scroll down, you might have to use a scroll bar because it's a bit of a pain. Go to, I think, try instruments. Oh, so no, there you go, landing, perfect. That's perfect. Okay. That's the view I'd like you to go to.
Okay.
Okay. So you can just about see your airspeed, you can see your altitude. You can't see the heading indicator, but that's fine because you've got your eyes. You can look outside and pick a reference point outside, okay?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use that line in the forest there.
How you doing, Noel?
Good. You ever hit one of those transition points where you pick up the METAR from a different airport and you get the sudden, violent shimmy shake? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good. This feels, math-wise, this feels good. I feel like when I try this in a real plane, my stomach's gonna do some things.
Yeah, Martian. So I need you to put a lot more back pressure, okay, Martian?
Okay, more back pressure.
Yeah. Let's practice another one in the opposite direction. Remember to release that back pressure when you come out of the turn.
Okay.
So don't let the nose drop. Find a point where the aircraft's not climbing or descending, and then keep it there. Look at the cowling and where the horizon cuts into it, and then maintain that. Ooh, very close. That was probably me.
Oops.
500 feet separation. That's what happens when I'm not flying. Very nice. See, now that you're looking at the attitude,
Yeah,
it's
that's a good
perfect.
point.
Yeah, so remember, look outside.
Yeah.
And then,
That's
yeah, so look out. So that was me flying by, almost hitting you. Look out. Attitude, looking at the bank angle. Instruments, confirming that that's what you want.
okay. Okay. Where are you? You're really close to me. I don't like those.
I'm turning around as well. Just gonna fly back north.
I should probably fly back north a bit too, or will be too stealth in the air to get back at some point.
Alright, let's see how Null's doing. Good job, Martian. Keep that up. Keep practicing what you just did there. That was really good. Both directions. Remember that you're sitting on the left side of the aircraft, so when you go in the other direction, the picture's going to look different. The horizon's going to have to cut somewhere else on the combing. Alright, Noel, I'm watching you. I'd like to see you do one in full.
Alright. Starting at a 39.
Yeah, there you go.
Where are you, Mary?
I'm on the other side of the motorway.
Yeah, I can see you on the map, but I can't see you visually.
If you can see me on the map, you're fine. Good. So, very good, Noel. That was really good. So notice how the nose dropped in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure to continually, at the very least, maintain the attitude and then increase it, right? It's better to do that than to pull too much, but don't let the nose drop as you steepen the turn. Because remember, as you steepen the turn, the aircraft's going to have a tendency to lower the nose. Let's work against that.
Gotcha.
Really good
Back
otherwise.
pressure, back pressure.
Yeah,
you.
that's it. Good one. You looking for me, Martian?
Yes, I am.
Right, I'll tell you if I'm clear from you. Yeah, we're not far from each other. We're flying parallel.
Yeah, exactly, but I can't see you.
I can't see you either, but I'm not worried. Just make your turn to the right, and that's to the right, and then you can do one to the left
Oh,
afterwards.
there you are. Like, there's a white dot.
Okay,
Yeah, that might be you.
probably is. Pickup point on the horizon. See, we're not well. That's okay. Let's be smooth on the controls. Get your altitude selected. Get your reference point selected. And go ahead and perform a right steep turn.
Okay. I'll change the view again.
A little bit smoother on the rudder, no, but that was good. I like that you're attempting. I like that you're trying to use the rudder to come out of the turn.
Yeah, that's it. It feels really strange.
You put a little bit less. Squeeze it in rather than just kicking it.
I think part of it is also because I have those CH pedals, I had to kill the low input dead zone, right?
Aye.
So like I kind of can't give it a fine,
Nose
but
up,
I
Martian.
will work on that.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's fine. It's flight sim, you know. Like you gotta work with what you got.
I don't know, man. Attitude plus power equals performance, bruh.
Nose up, nose up. Look at the attitude. Look outside. Look outside. Yeah. Let's try another one to the right, Martian. Once you're ready to do that.
Hi.
It's okay.
Looking down through the like the passenger window,
It's cool, isn't it?
very upsetting. I don't like it.
Marshall, let me know when you're about to do the next one to the right, okay?
Yeah, I'm going in now.
Okay. Yes. Keep the turn going, keep the turn going, keep the turn going. Doing it all visually. Pull the nose, don't let it drop, don't let it drop, don't let it drop, don't let it drop. Perfect. Now check your instruments. Okay, so a little bit more. So look outside again, adjust the attitude just a smidge.
Yeah, climbing with that.
Yeah, that's okay. Perfect. Look at that. Nice one. Yeah? So don't enter the turn looking at your instruments. Enter your turn visually. Very important, yeah? You're not using the instrument to fly, and of course, don't forget to release the back pressure when you come out of the turn.
Ah, okay.
And yeah, that's it. So it's back pressure. It's bank, balance, back pressure. Yeah. Don't forget that last B. Back pressure, really important.
Oh, what was that? Oh, probably. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do another one to the right. Now.
Okay, no. So let's be a little bit smoother coming out of the turn. That's probably what's causing you a lot of difficulties as well.
Yeah.
So if you want, squeeze your rudder a certain amount and then use aileron to keep balance rather than the other way around. See if that helps.
That's kind of what I have been doing.
Because the ball was way out there.
Yeah.
Because really what you should be doing is the other way around. You should be coming out of the turn and then squeezing the rudder to stop it from being way out of whack. But just a little bit smoother coming out of that turn, okay?
Okay.
Good one, Martian. Excellent.
Yeah, I'm doing 2 laps. What do I do if I'm climbing? Reduce power or?
No, just yeah, you can lower the pitch a little bit. So, or more accurately, release a little bit of the back pressure. There you go. But I mean, the attitude you had was perfect. It's just you're 200 feet above. But you're maintaining 200 feet above, which means you're doing a level steep turn, which is perfect. And release the pressure as you come out. Excellent.
Hey.
All right. This time, folks, I'd like you to practice 60-degree banks.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Same exercise. You might need full power. And you'll see the workload is quite a bit higher.
Oh, it's just so wrong. You just feel my insurance going up.
Okay, I think I have space to do one to the left now.
Oh yeah, we're fine. We're absolutely fine.
Yeah, you got ahead of me because of all the turning. So. Alright, let's do this.
Could they ask for, like, is a 60-degree turn reasonable to ask for? Like on a check ride or
On
something?
a skill test? Good question. I'm not sure. I need to revisit the standards. I don't know about the US ones. You definitely need to do a 45.
You definitely need to do a 45.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the aircraft type as well. Some aircraft types are not certified for 60-degree banks, technically speaking. Martian, nose up, nose up. You're entering a spiral turn. Okay, let's wing the wings level. Let's recover from the spiral turn. Wings level. Slowly pitch up the aircraft. There you go. Really important to use you look outside, yeah? So what happened there? You let the nose drop, which meant you entered a spiraling turn.
Yeah, I was looking at the horizon.
You need to look at, don't just look at the horizon, look at how it interacts with the cockpit. So if you watch,
yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, so if you look at my watch my stream if you can, Martian. Get the autopilot on if you need it.
Why not? I go from heading. Okay, well. Okay, that was messy.
You're doing fine, honestly.
Okay.
Steep turns is a difficult lesson.
Right, I'll do it. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to disconnect the autopilot. And I'm going to start my turn. Now, I want you to watch the horizon. See how I lift the nose straight away, despite my really badly balanced aircraft. I immediately lift the nose. It's very high up. Do you see that?
Okay.
Probably added a little too much power there. But now I'm looking here. So can you see my mouse?
No.
Okay. So I'm looking just at the little sliver of horizon between where the cowling is intercepting. And then I'm checking my instruments. Oh, look at that. I'm descending. I don't like that. I'm going to cover some of the horizon, change that a little bit. I'm noticing that the rivets, just below the rivets, that will give me roughly level flight.
Okay.
So that, for me, that's what's working for me, right? It might be different for you. Steepen it a little, because I'm not at 45 quite yet. Look out. Looking for traffic. Attitude. The attitude's the same. Instrument. Yes, I'm at 45. Yes, I'm level. Look out. No traffic. Attitude. Making sure I'm still on those rivets. Instruments. Oh, beyond 45. Let's fix that. So look outside again. Fix it. Check again the instruments. Yep, that's 45. Look out. Attitude. Whoop, let's bring it back up. Instruments. Yep, that's about right. I lost a little bit of height there because I let the back pressure go. Yeah? So, but really, 90% of the time, my eye is on the horizon. It seems to be that those rivets do a really nice job putting those rivets on the horizon. I just noticed that now, by the way. Putting the rivets on the horizon gives us a perfect level flight at 45-degree bank.
Okay.
But that's just me. Come out of the turn, opposite rudder as I come out of the turn. Slow it down. Release the back pressure. And I forgot to reduce the power. That's on me.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, let's try that again then.
Null, how were the 60-degree banks?
Terrifying.
Well, you did them.
Absolutely terrifying. They're good. I had to go full power basically the whole time. I have a question about this. So I have gotten more compass drift here than I've ever gotten ever. Is that because we're turning so much?
Yeah. So I'm
Okay.
surprised they actually simulate that. The gyroscope drift increases because of the bank angles.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
So that's actually really surprising because it's a single-axis gyroscope. So you're gonna have some additional friction.
That makes sense.
Surprised they actually simulate that. Sorry.
That also makes sense in a couple other ways because I would be getting like a ton of like when we were doing Dead Reckoning, like I would get almost no interference. That was because I was basically making like a shallow turn, flying for like 10 minutes, shallow turn. But this makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. Absolutely. So Martian, are you at full power right now?
Not quite.
Are you almost there? Because I'm looking at your tachometer. It looks like you're pretty close to full.
Yeah. I can back a little.
Okay, that's fine. Good job. That's perfect. All right. Marcia, if you could please practice a 60-degree bank, just to have an experience in that.
Yeah.
And then we'll move on to the emergency descents.
Yeah.
So Null as well, if you could
reference.
practice one more,
No.
that'd be great. Another
Oh, sure.
60-degree bank.
There's even an airport below me.
Yep, I know.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, but no, that will do.
Man, this would be a great area to learn how to fly.
It's beautiful in this part of the country. All right, 60-degree turn.
Yeah, all the way to 60, Martian. So that's 45 now. Don't let the nose drop. Let's go further. Let's go further. Let's go further. That's 60. And pull. More back pressure. More back pressure. Pull. A little bit more. A little bit more. Keep going. More back pressure. More back pressure. More back pressure. You're more than 60. Shallow it out slightly. There you go. Perfect. There you go. There's a 60-degree bank angle. Nice.
Okay.
Let's practice coming out of that one.
I completely lost my bearings.
That's okay. Just come out anywhere.
Oh, it was perfect actually, by accident.
Very nice. Martian, your turns, once you find them, are really good. You just struggle maintaining level as you enter and come out of the turns. Okay? But otherwise, you're really good. Like, once you're in the turn, once you found the attitude, you're doing a very good job maintaining it. Good job, Noel. Right, folks, make sure you're not flying towards any controlled airspace, so typically that'll be meaning flying to the south. And let me know when you're watching my stream.
I'm gonna do one quick to the right. That's okay.
Nah, you guys are way further south than me.
I am such a numpty. Of course, we're at 5,000 feet. I need to lean the engine. No, though to be fair, on the ground, I needed to put the throttle quite far in, and we weren't that high. Anyways, I'll just put it back in. Whatever. Yeah. So when you guys are ready, just fly roughly southwards, get the autopilots on, and then have a look at my stream.
Oh, gross. Okay.
Okay. See, Martian's got the autopilot on. Null, you seem to have the autopilot on. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I got it.
Cool. All right. Is everyone looking at my stream?
Okay. Yep. Come up.
Okay, so I'm flying along. I've got my autopilot on, that's fine. And suddenly I get smoke from the engine. So I'm going to do a generic engine fire procedure because I don't remember what it is. Woof. Okay. AP off. Power idle. Mixture cut off. Fuel cut off. Fuel selector. I don't think I can select it too often. The Cessna. I forget. Okay. And Mayday, 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 Mary 1 Alpha, engine fire, forced landing. So I'm going to go ahead and start descending. Might be a good idea to, you might think it might be a good idea to sort of potentially, and turn off, of course, the flight director so it doesn't distract, to turn off the electronics, but if it's an engine fire, I want them, so I could potentially use my flaps. So I'm at 60 degrees bank angle. I'm not even doing anything. I'm not even pitching the aircraft down, but already you can see we've got quite a high descent rate. So this time, I'm going to pitch the aircraft down just a smidge. And now look at my descent rate. Over 4,000 at the moment.
Wow.
3,700. Pitch it up a little, pitch it down a little. We were at 4,500 feet, remember? About 20 seconds ago. pitching the aircraft lower down. I've picked my field. I've got loads of energy for it. It's going to be the one just going off on the left here. Okay, here we go. I'm going to level off here, and then I'm going to land on that field. So let the aircraft lead off the speed. Open my doors because it's an emergency. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Open the doors. I can't do that here. Speed check. Flaps 10. Speed check flaps 20. Speed check flaps full. I don't care. I am high and fast. So I'm just going to keep going around. I'm going to kill some energy a little. That's just for me. And then I'm going to pitch down to fly roughly a glide. Glide is 65, by the way. Actually 70 on the 172. Coming in here. And I'm going to overrun the runway, but I don't care because I'm going to be able to come out of the aircraft. Way too fast here. Way too fast. But I'm down. And I'm going to press yaw before I crash. Pretty close. A little bit too fast. I could have given myself more space. But there you go, okay? So, the main thing is notice how fast I came out of the air. Once I'm on the ground, don't bother doing any safety procedures, just get out of the aircraft, right? If the fire seems to have calmed down, then that's a good opportunity to secure. Get the avionics off, masters off, and then grab the fire extinguisher if you've got it, and then get out of the aircraft. So the main thing, 60 degrees bank, pitch the nose down. I really didn't do that until much later, just because I was talking through it. But maintain the 60 degrees, then pitch the nose down, slowly get yourself into the wide arc, maintaining the 60 degrees. Don't go beyond VNE, and you'll see that you'll descend to 4,000 or 5,000 feet per minute, perhaps even going down to 6,000 feet per minute. Okay?
Okay, and I control the airspeed, so if I'm too fast, I need to pull back a little bit.
Yeah, so
right?
use pitch. Make sure to, if you're really high on the airspeed, reduce the bank angle slightly, then pitch up, so that you don't overload the aircraft. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to stay on the ground here for now. Perfectly acceptable. And who wants to practice first, so that the others can watch?
Null will go.
Okay, so let's watch Null.
All right.
So you got an engine. Oh, you got an engine fire in this case.
Okay, and I know it's an engine fire for real.
Yeah.
Okay, engine fire. First up, power to idle. Oh, I probably actually shouldn't do the transponder to 7700. Kill my autopilot, kill that, pull my mixture down, hit my fuel shutoff, spark plug.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm gonna start looking down. I'm gonna kill.
So I turn to the right because I'm a flight instructor, so I tend to do that. Really, as a pilot, you want to turn to the left. Why?
You want to turn to sight picture?
Yeah, so you can see look outside your window. Keep turning to the right now. That's fine. But in real life,
okay.
if you turn to the left, you'll be able to look down and look for a landing area as you do that.
Okay.
So that's about 30 degrees. I want 60 degrees. Remember, you don't have any gyroscopes. You don't have AHRs because you're on the steam gauges. You can no longer trust your attitude indicator.
Fair enough.
But you can trust your airspeed indicator. Did you pick a landing point? I'd say that's about 90 degrees there rather than 60. Yeah, but you can pitch down just as long as you've picked a field.
I have. I'm gonna basically come across it now. There. Nope, that's not the one. That's the one.
Okay.
All right. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Doors are open. Everything's off.
Did you turn off your batteries?
Yeah, battery's off.
Okay, so what's the issue now? What can you not use?
Now I can't do flaps.
Yeah.
But if I can't do flaps...
Make sure to use trim to help you out if you need to. So...
I can't do...
Yeah.
Alright, no flaps, no flaps, no flaps, no whammy, stop.
Yeah.
Alright, trees. This is dumb. We're still doing it.
Well, do you have any other choice at this point?
Nope.
Yeah.
Slip.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Not bad. Why don't you press Y before you crash if you do?
I'm not crashing.
Yeah. Okay, so what happened there?
Nice drift.
Nice.
I power
yeah.
slid that
So,
thing.
yeah, nice. So, nice one. You know what? That would have been survivable. You would have completely collapsed the landing gear and probably done some serious damage to the wings. The main concern,
the
main concern for me is that if you have a passenger, their exit is now blocked.
Okay. Good call. I didn't even think about that.
But other than that, that was good. So doing the side slip at the end. So listen, we haven't covered glide approaches. I don't care how you do these approaches right now. This is something we'll cover later. Sorry, the practice force landings. But the side slip was a good call. Make sure to come out of it before touchdown.
Okay.
Okay. And then
Because you could like roll the aircraft, probably maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do something called ground looping, which is where you put full rudder and brakes on one direction once you've touched down, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna force the aircraft onto its wing, which will then make it loop in the opposite direction. So then you do one direction, then the other, and then that'll make it ground loop, and then that can make you land in a very short distance, not particularly comfortable, damage the aircraft, but you'll typically come out alive.
Gotcha.
So that was good. I was very happy with that. No, a little bit more bank angle. Sorry, a little bit more pitch down. In the beginning, your bank angle was really shallow. Right, and then afterwards it became too steep. So remember that with the steam gauges or the round dials, you're using vacuum pump system, right? So you don't have AHRs like Martian and I have. So with us, even though the engines are off, we still have attitude information. You don't. Because
just using the Mark 1 eyeball.
Yes, exactly. So gauge 60 degrees, pitch down, the airspeed indicator will still work fine. It's a pressure instrument, so it'll work fine. And then pitch down to get close to VNE. You are about 120 knots throughout that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job. And good job picking the field. And as you notice, because you turned everything off, you didn't have flaps. That caused you issues at the end.
Yeah. I guess this is good to perfectly underline your point. Like, I got too cautious, turned off all the electronics, needed them, and that's
yeah. If the fire is an engine fire, the electrics isn't hurting you, right?
Gotcha.
Ultimately, if the electric's going to catch fire, they're going to catch fire. You typically have a firewall between the engine itself and the cabin, so most of the electronics should be protected. If you start smelling plastic burning, or anything like that, that's because the fire's gone through, and so this is when you're really going to start feeling the heat in the cabin, and there's going to be so much smoke you're barely going to be able to see at that point. That's actually another issue we didn't address. If your engine's on fire, it's going to be really hard to look outside because of the smoke.
Well, that's enough flying forever.
Right, Martian. When you're ready, could you please just demonstrate? We'll do with an engine fire. Just I'll tell you when you got an engine fire, and just react appropriately.
Give me a second. Should I go back to the pilot view of this?
This is fine. The view you have now, that's absolutely fine. Remember, first thing you're gonna do is disconnect the autopilot, reduce power to idle, and shut off the engine once you realize you got a fire. So hey, you got a fire now, Martian.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so idle power, let's get the mixture back completely. Probably turn off the flight director so it doesn't bother you. And let's go for the fuel shut off on the ground. The little red knob there at the bottom next to the white lever. That's the one. So let's look up again, and let's do our 60-degree bank angle. That's the last line on the attitude indicator. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Turn, 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 turn. That's the 60. And now pitch down. You're now in a spiral. Good. So let's pitch up a little bit because your airspeed's increasing very quickly. There you go. Maintain the 60. Maintain the 60. Pick your field. And you see how quickly we descend that way, yeah?
Yeah.
Now with an engine fire, like, the safe thing to do is to land into the wind in terms of landing distances, but if you find a very long field, it might be beneficial to land with a tailwind.
I have no idea what the wind is.
That's okay. Why would it be potentially beneficial to land with a tailwind?
More distance.
Yeah, but that's not great, is it, landing with more distance?
Okay,
Oh wait, it's gonna push the fire away from you.
Yeah, the smoke and the fire, there you go. Okay.
I'm way too fast.
Alright.
Okay, I backed that up and circled once.
That's okay. Look at that, you got a field there, you got... Yeah. Yeah.
You got this, dude.
You got it.
I keep changing my field.
That's okay, just do what you can.
Any field's the right field.
Okay, and press Y now, Martian. Y. Nice.
Damn it. I thought I could make that gap.
Yeah, you know what? You would have made this. Like, it would have been a crash, but you would have survived that, I think, quite comfortably if you had your shoulder harness on. So you experience something that happens very often. You went, this field, no, this field, no, this field, no, this
Yes,
field.
exactly.
Right? This does happen. So, in fact, you know the field that's right behind you? If you'd continued the turn, you probably would have made that one.
Can I look around somehow?
Nah, I mean, not in slew mode. Yeah, you can do that, actually. Yeah, so you can see you had much longer distance if you kept turning. Because you went...
Whoa! How do I go up?
It's F4. Press and hold F4.
That's
So,
a free
guys,
cut,
you guys both did a really good job. So, now, I'd like you both to slew yourselves up to 4,000 feet. Get your instruments running again and all that stuff. Get you up to 4,000 feet again in the cruise, 2,300 RPM. Let me know when you're set up. We're going to play a little game.
I really just want to try to do a VX takeoff practice real quick. I think I can do this. Okay, it's all up.
Okay, I'm going up really slowly.
Are you pressing and holding?
Yeah, F4 isn't doing anything. F3 is putting me up slowly.
Why is it so slow? Are you on F4? Are you sure on F4?
F4 isn't doing anything.
Are you on are you using F3 to go up?
Yeah.
F4 should do something. Did you remap F4 to do something?
Yes, that's controlling the mixture.
Okay, well then...
I might have unbound it.
Yeah, but I think there was already a binding for mixture, by the way. So I'm afraid you're just gonna have to go up slowly. Give yourself enough height to recover from a stall, and then just climb the aircraft. Although, mind you, 450 feet per minute, and it's increasing. Just hold F3 and don't let go, because it looks like your vertical rate is increasing. Very slow.
Yeah.
Every second is going up by 5 feet per minute. So it will go up to about 1,000 feet per minute in a second in about a minute. Did you not succeed, Null?
No, I haven't taken off yet. We're gonna try.
Okay, you're gonna try uphill.
Flaps 10. Take that, trees.
Stop cutting trees, it's not environmental friendly.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi guys.
Hello.
Just thought I'd drop by to hang and watch Mary's dashboard.
Hi. Well, we're just doing emergency descents right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
It is quite fun.
you know, the ones that results in fireballs in the ground?
Yes.
Right.
What kind of descent would you normally do?
The one that doesn't result in a fireball in the ground?
Okay, so when you've both slewed yourself and climbed yourselves up to 4,000 feet. Oh, Martian.
We're getting there.
Martian unbound the control to slew upwards quickly.
Now we're slowing upwards slowly.
Right, you know how jet fighters do it, right? They accelerate to like 1,000 miles per hour on the ground level and then just go vertical.
Yeah.
We did the same in Cessnas.
No.
Yeah,
Do you still have full flaps?
No, I have no flaps.
Okay, so what's the best angle of climb speed on the 172? And what about with the best?
70.
What about the best rate of climb?
Well, the best angle or the best?
Best rates.
Is that VX or that's
VY?
VY, right?
What's VY?
Yeah, so 76.
Yes. So how are you gonna get to 4,000 feet the quickest?
At 76.
Exactly. So don't try going.
Oh dear.
It's what, like 15 degrees or something?
It depends.
At your speeds?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the speed, of course.
Yeah. Martian, make sure to retract your flaps.
Yeah.
You can do it with flaps.
I just
I'm
came
sure you
out
can do
of
it with
the
flaps.
mode without...
And get the mixture full rich as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you have the auto mixture. That's fine.
No, I don't. Engine is not on. I think I need to start the engine.
Why are you almost stalling, Martian? Do you have full Martian, you're at power idle. You don't have the engine running. Control E.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
Control E it. That's all you need to do.
I need to go punch down some dough.
Okay, I retract my previous statements. With full flaps and engine not running, you're probably not going to reach 4,000 feet. I mean, maybe, but probably not.
Is that guy still on tower? Yes, he is. So we can maybe make it our way back after this.
Tower, this is...
We're on that.
Flight MB771, this is Tower. What did you just say?
We're on VATSIM today, so.
Right, I don't actually remember proper tower callouts.
That's alright.
Or your call sign.
Today I'm Mary 1 Alpha.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Okay, getting back to 4,000 slowly. That was messy.
Okay, so set your autopilot when you can, Martian. Make sure you're not flying too far south or to the east or whatever. Fly towards where I'm going, actually. Which is, I think I'm the plane to the bottom left of you on the map.
Yeah, so it should be,
In fact, if you set the autopilot now, it's on roll, set it your heading. So press the heading button again. And that's going to fly in the right direction.
Yeah.
Okay. Null, I see you're at 4,000. Who would like to be the first contestant in to the ground safely as quickly as possible?
Null can go first.
You want to go
Yeah,
first?
no.
Null?
No, let him. I'm punching down dough in the kitchen for a split second. I'll be back in like literally 2 minutes.
Go down to 1,000 feet that try to level out?
Stopwatch it. So, no, it's to get from 4,000 feet onto the ground as quickly as possible.
Well, it's not completely fair.
No, can you go
terrain is
vertical
different.
down and then try to level out at 1,000?
What do you mean?
I mean, you can pitch vertically down and then try to level out.
Why would you do that, though?
I don't know, because falling is the fastest way down.
Nah, well, I'm gonna give you
Safely, Sandra.
a faster way down. You're gonna watch Martian do it.
Okay, give me a second, I'll
do
flip
it.
to Martian.
So I'm just gonna change my heading so I don't fly too far south.
I'm in a dogfight on Gallatin, but we'll see what happens.
Is there a hotkey for the fuel valve?
I don't think so.
Okay. Do I need it for this?
Nah, let's just do the exercise itself. Just shut off the engine, basically. It's gonna be...
Okay.
Alright, 1 second, let me see mine, because I'm gonna start flying slowly.
Where do I see what flaps I have? Ah, there it is. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna start a timer. When I say go, assume you've got an engine failure, an engine fire, you've identified the fire, and you're about to start the procedure to descend, okay?
Okay.
So that's going to include the autopilot off, getting the engine off, don't do the fuel cut off, you don't need to do that, just the engine off, okay? And then get on the ground as quickly as possible. Safely, without crashing is the objective, okay?
I'll try.
So if you think you're about to crash, press Y, okay?
Okay.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Nicely done. Really, really good.
Oh, this is a good area.
Think about bleeding off airspeed as well. Watch your bank angle.
Oh dear. Okay, I need to bleed off airspeed. Come on.
Beautiful.
All pro.
Absolutely wonderful. Hit the brakes. And
Look at that.
excellent. 1 minute 35 seconds for Martian. Beautiful. If the objective is to get on the ground in under 5 minutes, you absolutely nailed it. Alright, no, let's see if you can beat 1 minute 35 seconds while safely getting on the ground.
Alright.
So, let me know when you're ready. Autopilot should be on.
Autopilot's on.
You need to do
Cruising.
the engine shut off with the exception of the
Electric.
electric. Yes. So.
Alright.
Alright, ready?
Steady.
3, 2, 1, go.
Fire. Disconnect. Turn that off. Spark plugs. Engine. Alright. Set my controls. And pitch down. Man, I wish I could make that airport. Okay.
If you have an airport inside in real life, you'd probably aim for that.
Probably. But not if I'm trying to beat a high score here.
Exactly correct.
I'm not loving any of this, honestly.
Yeah, I was lucky I had plenty
So
of
watch
fuel
your
around.
airspeed. You've got loads of margin on your airspeed. You can definitely pitch down some more.
Pitch down?
Yeah, go faster. You got up to VNE.
Okay, that's true.
It'll help you descend faster.
Alright, I got that field. I'm gonna flip back around.
There's a power line there.
Yep, I know. Sometimes you make a choice and you gotta stick with it. Try to slip underneath them. Quadrants.
That's the power lines hit, unfortunately. But let's keep going. Pretend they don't exist.
Like a glove.
Time 1 minute 47. So Null, good keeping an eye out. This is actually something that can actually happen in the real aircraft, where you go, this looks excellent, right? And then you get closer and you realize that there's an obstacle which really makes it inconvenient. You had loads of energy. I noticed there were some fields to your right. You probably could have reversed the turn, gone to the right about 90 degrees, and you would have made those other fields without having to do this sort of dodging the power lines. The reality is you probably would have hit them, the lines themselves. But that was good. The reason you were behind Martian is because you were descending at about 100 knots.
Gotcha.
You could have descended. Yeah. Look at your VNE. Your VNE is about 160. You could have gone quite comfortably to 140 knots. That would have given you another 500 to 1,000 feet per minute. And that might have been what you needed to beat Martian. Good job, guys. So slew yourselves back into the air, and let's make our way back to the airport.
Right, I'm gonna set up the well. Let's just okay, this time I'm gonna start the engine before I'm in the air.
Good idea. I can hear your battery yelling angrily at you.
I think that's the oil pressure.
Yeah, probably.
Well, if I started, it should go up again. Well, I could just take off from this, almost.
You could, absolutely.
Oh, what the fuck just happened? Okay, we're taking off, I guess.
Yeah, ooh. Huh.
You okay there?
I fully crashed, like my simulator.
The sim itself crashed.
Yeah, it just went away.
That's a shame. If you want, you can spawn at Barwick Lafayette, which is, I don't know, it's call sign actually.
It is Kilo 9 Alpha 5, 9 or Alpha 5.
Yeah, if you spawn there and you take off from there, you probably reach there before us actually. Well, actually, no, the loading time, you'll be slightly behind us. Guys, nicely done. Those are really good emergency descents. Well done. Yeah, go for it, Martian.
No, I'm just wondering which way to go.
You wanna?
But I'm just looking at you right now.
Can you see me?
Of course. Yeah. I think that's you.
Yeah, I'm to your left, slightly in front of you.
Yes.
Yeah, if you come towards me, I'm gonna go towards Lafayette where Null's gonna spawn.
So with the damn dogfight, I completely missed everything that happened. Ugh. So what happened? What do you do to get safely on the ground?
Steep turns.
Steep turns.
Steep turns
okay.
at maximum safe speed. It'll get you down.
Okay.
It'll get you descending at about 4,000 to 6,000 feet per minute.
So what? In a spiral or continuous steep turns and then straight and turn and straight and turn and straight?
No, continuous spiral. Continuous spiral.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Real quick though, I recently watched a YouTube video where I think it's just better to have a parachute on and just jump out of the plane. Is that acceptable?
Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely.
That's totally what to do.
I mean, that's what Trevor did, right? So.
That seems reasonable and not at all investigatable by the PSB.
He's currently being investigated by the FAA.
Of course he is.
I don't know if you've seen that video, Sandro.
No, what happened there?
There's a guy who jumped out of his own airplane with a parachute, pretending it was an engine failure, and crashed it into the mountains. on purpose.
The airplane.
Yeah, yeah. He said, "Oh, engine failure!" Just jumped out of his airplane.
Lol. I mean, honestly, if I'd been in a situation where I'm not certain I can land my own craft, I would probably angle it to something like a mountain and then jump out.
Yeah,
yes.
the thing is, like hundreds of people looked at the flight track on flight radar and know the area he was flying at, and it was like he could have glided to the airport. There was an airport behind him. He could have glided to. He was high enough. Like there were plenty of landing options.
Well,
But
sometimes
also,
you just panic though.
sorry,
I mean, the only
know-
thing I'd be thinking about it is I'll angle my plane to crash into something where there are no people.
go ahead,
Mary,
Mel.
I know that you as a professional pilot and also flight instructor, you only fly wearing a full parachute all the time, right?
Oh, right,
'Cause-
absolutely.
Yeah, you have
Absolutely. All my YouTube videos show that, right?
to. I mean, you can go in and Photoshop it in. It's
Yeah,
be some heavy
absolutely.
After Effects work.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy also said he always flies with a parachute, but then in all of his other videos, he's never wearing a parachute. Lafayette traffic, Mary 1 Alpha, 3,500 feet on the altimeter 3010. South to north, inbound level field. What's it called? It's Chattanooga, isn't it?
Chattanooga,
Yeah.
the Noog.
Mary went out, this is tower, I heard landing permission denied. Just burn up there.
Martian, could you hear me on the frequency?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, where are we actually going? We need to
So
navigate.
we're just.
Mary went out, this is tower. Didn't you hear permission landing denied?
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Sandra Tower, Mary 1 Alpha. I wasn't asking.
Mary went out, this is tower. I mean, we're trading RPGs.
Let's see. We're gonna go with ATIS is 119er 850.
Mary went out, this is tower, Roger. That, whatever that was.
119er 850.
Yes,
11850.
that is correct.
Yeah. Not picking it up. Oh, it might be because I don't have the volume on. That would help.
301 landing and departing runway 20. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. Advise on initial contact. You have information uniform. Chattanooga ATIS information uniform 2153 Zulu. Winds 320 at 11. Visibility 10 miles. Few clouds at 5,000. Scattered clouds at 25,000. Temperature 13. Altimeter 3013. Landing and departing runway 20. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. Advise on initial contact. You have information uniform.
Okay, it's information uniform. Oh, I see. Is
Yeah,
that
I'm looking
no, on the
Chattanooga
ground?
ATIS information uniform
I am
2153.
at 1,400 feet, climbing for 4,000 feet.
Are you departing from thingamajig?
Yeah, I'm already out of Lafayette.
Yeah, I can see on the radar. Can't see in real life though. It's alright. So the ATIS is information uniform. Winds 320 at 11. Visibility 10. Few at 5,000. Sorry. Temperature 13, and the altimeter is 3013. If any
Yep,
of you need
got
that, please let me know if you need me to repeat that.
No, I got it myself. This is what you're saying there.
Yeah, I've actually, it's funny. I never tune into the ATIS with the radio. I always just double click it in VPilot.
And then it gives you the text.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you know, if we're simulating reality, we might as well.
you should. Yeah,
Uh,
it never even occurred to me until you guys said it earlier. I was like, oh yeah, I guess I could do.
I got my altimeter set. I have have you in sight, I think. I have 2 aircraft in front.
Yeah, you have me and Null in front of you. Null and I, sorry. Grammar.
Ahoy there.
Grammar.
At what point do I enter his control zone? At what point should I switch?
So you see that hold on, let me look at yours. I was looking at mine accidentally. Oh, the airspace isn't on yours. In about 3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna if you're coming from the south, you're gonna pass these 2 really small private fields.
Yeah, I'm right next to them right now.
So I'm a few minutes away from them. Null, do they have a preference of where you enter the airspace?
I don't think they'll care.
Okay, fair enough. It's just the tower, so there's no approach, right? So
Yeah. So when there's no approach for VATSIM, when I'm about to cross into there, because I just wrote the book, I know that for Charlie airspace, two-way communication needs to be acknowledged, so you'd at least have to acknowledge me. But then I would get clearance to land, and I would just say, like, you know, November 6 Papa Golf, or I guess I say Skyhawk, November 666 Papa Golf, 4,000 feet inbound to land, right?
Yeah.
With uniform.
Yeah, that's it. I'm at 3,000. I'm not going to go any higher than that. I really don't need it. So I'm going to switch the frequency now. Let's go. I could give it a little bit more time, but got ages. But I could do it now. He might ask me to call him later. Let's see. Chattanooga Tower. Good evening. Mary 1 Alpha Skyhawk. Approximately 20 miles south. Information uniform.
Mary 1 Alpha Skyhawk? Who the fuck called the aircraft Skyhawk?
Mary 1 Alpha, Chattanooga Tower. Hello, welcome back. Squawk 1033.
Squawk 1033, Mary 1 Alpha.
Roger, Squawk 033.
I'm talking to an actor controller, Sandro. In fact, you'll hear my what am I streaming? If you watch my stream, Sandro, you actually hear the guy talking whenever I talk.
I can hear him barely.
I'm gonna go mute just.
Mary 1 Alpha, enter the left downwind, runway 20.
Left downwind,
how
runway
exactly-
20, Mary 1 Alpha. Sorry?
How do you
Mary
actually
1 Alpha,
talk to a real
Chattanooga Tower
controller
is,
in the air? There is a controller
Cessna
in
Echo
there?
Charlie Mike.
Yeah,
we're
we're using VATSIM.
What does that mean?
It's an online air traffic control service.
Oh, that's cool.
So they can see us on radar and everything, and they give us
Chattanooga
service.
Tower, good evening. It's Skyhawk 666 Papa Golf. I have uniform about 20 miles southeast to land.
Okay, should I call him as well?
Yeah, after
Skyhawk 6 Papa Golf, Squawk 4015.
after null.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna switch to his frequency.
That's 4015 for 6 Papa Golf.
Cessna 6 Papa Golf, enter left downwind, runway 20.
That's a left downwind, not 20 for 6 Papa Golf.
Number 3 Golf Tango, you can go to the ramp, Charlie, cross runway 33.
Ramp via Charlie, cross runway 33, 3 Golf Tango.
It is strange that he's giving us runway 20 instead of 33.
And number 6 Papa Golf, traffic at your 2 o'clock, 2 miles northbound, a Cessna 172, report in sight.
Oh, I got that traffic, 6 Papa Golf.
And 6 Papa Golf, follow that traffic, maintain visual separation.
Roger that,
Okay.
visual separation, 6 Papa Golf.
How far away am
Tower,
I?
that's company traffic for Mary 1 Alpha.
Mary 1 Alpha, roger.
How do I know how far away from him I am?
The Appalachian Tour Company.
Did he say something?
Yes, I said something. How do I know how far away from him I am?
I mean, you're getting pretty close. I say at this point, give him a call.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have the right avionics. We'll sort that out when we land, Martian, because I want to get you sorted out.
Okay.
Some of us are just using steam gauges in the
What's
section.
the airport called again?
Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. Okay. Chattanooga Tower, good evening. Cessna 172 Delta Delta Echo Charlie Mike. Coming from the southeast at 4,000, from the south at 4,000 feet and requesting coming into land for runway 20. Oh, yeah, that was messy.
Cessna Delta Delta Echo Charlie Mike, Chattanooga Tower. Hello. Sorry, I was busy with controller communications. Squawk 4, tree 0.
Squawk 4, 330, Delta Echo Charlie Mike, thank you.
What was the elevation again, Noel, for this airport?
671 feet.
671, that's what I thought, yeah.
Cessna Echo Charlie Mike, advise turn left heading tree 0. And you got traffic off your 10 o'clock, a Cessna, altitude indicates 2,800.
Turn left heading 330 and I have the traffic inside.
Good. I would just...
Cessna Echo Charlie Mike, maintain visual separation. You can follow that traffic onto the left downwind runway 20.
So tell him you can follow the traffic onto the left downwind.
Follow traffic onto left downwind, Delta Echo Charlie Mike.
So 330, yeah, exactly. And I would descend to 1,700 feet if I were you.
Okay.
But make it a gentle descent. So I'll show you how to do that. You can use VS mode. So on your, you can select the altitude 1,700 on the bottom left of the screen.
Yeah, give me a second.
Sandro's very angrily typing something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you guys could hear it.
It's all right.
No, I'm just
Okay.
smashing down interceptor.
Select VS.
Where's that? Oh, there.
And then I'd say put
Cessna Mary 1 Alpha, same intentions.
Mary 1 Alpha, request full stop.
Cessna Mary 1 Alpha, runway 20, cleared to land.
Clear to land runway 20, Mary 1 Alpha. Okay, so it can use the nose down selector on the bottom left and bottom right of the autopilot buttons. So on the left side of the VFD, yeah, that one. So select about 200 for now.
How do I do that?
So just click the nose down button.
Ah, I see it. Okay. What's up? 200.
Tower TBM 163 Golf Tango is looking to pick up VFR to Delta.
TBM 163 Golf Tango, maintain VFR at or below 4,500, squawk 2, squawk 2773.
VFR at or below 4,500, squawk 2773, 3 Golf Tango.
And TBM 3 Golf Tango, would you like intersection departure, runway 20 at Delta, 6,000 feet remaining?
Yeah, we can do that, 3 Golf Tango.
What was my mistake in the circuit, Null?
You are a tiny blinking dot, but it looks like you went too far downwind.
No, not quite. I'm too close. My downwind's too close to the runway center line.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It's good to be in gliding distance, but you also don't want to be too close.
Attention all aircraft, information Victor is now current. Chattanooga altimeter 3015.
So now it's 3015.
3015.
Yep.
Cessna Mary 1 Alpha, winds
I
have
did not
shifted,
know my
winds
mic
now
was
010 at 10 knots, runway 20, clear to land.
Clear to land, 20, Mary 1 Alpha, roger.
Cessna 6 Papa Golf, new landing assignment, runway 33, make straight in.
3-3 straight in, 6 Papa Golf.
Well, that's easy for you then.
Cessna Echo Charlie Mike, new runway assignment, runway 33, make straight in.
New runway assignment, runway 33, Delta X Charlie Mike.
And Cessna 6 Papa Golf, landing traffic on runway 20, they'll be clear prior to your arrival.
I got the traffic, 6 Papa Golf.
Landing long for the traffic, Mary 1 Alpha.
Check. Flaps 20.
Tower TBM 3 Golf Tango's ready to taxi.
TBM 3 Golf Tango, new runway assignment, runway 33, taxi via Delta.
Mary.
Runway 33, taxi via Delta, 3 Golf Tango.
Sorry?
That's clearance, right? When he says straight in?
No. Clear to land is a clearance. Oh, yeah, so yeah.
And Cessna 6 Papa Golf, runway 33, clear land.
There you go.
Clear to land, 6 Papa Golf, 33.
Yeah.
There it is. I was like, I feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah, he didn't give you a landing clearance. He just gave you a new approach clearance.
33.
So I can come in right now, right?
Yeah. So for runway 33, if you know what that is, if you follow
Yeah.
Null, I would
Yeah.
slow way down though, so you can give Null time to.
Cessna Mary 1 Alpha, taxi the ramp via Foxtrot, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, hold short runway 33.
To the ramp Alpha, correction, Foxtrot Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, hold short of 33, Mary 1 Alpha.
And Cessna Echo Charlie Mike, runway 33, clear land.
Runway 33, clear to land, Delta Echo Charlie Mike.
Alright, let's look at
Tower
this.
TBM 3 Golf Tango's holding short of runway 33 at Delta.
TBM 3 Golf Tango, roger. You're first to go after a landing Cessna 172.
So I landed on 20, I vacated on...
Cessna 6 Papa Golf, vacate right when able.
6 Papa Golf, off of 33 now.
6 Papa Golf, echo to the ramp, have a great flight. Have a great taxi.
That's echo to the ramp, 6 Papa Golf, thanks so much for your service.
I appreciate you guys coming back in.
Couldn't go without the good control.
Thank y'all.
Alright, I'd cut the power idle, have full flaps if you don't already.
Yeah. Oh.
And you're controlling the airspeed very nicely. Yeah, keep the center line. You got a little bit of a crosswind. Perfect.
Yeah.
Good. Keep it there. Don't. Yeah,
Cessna
not
Echo
yet.
Charlie Mike, welcome back.
Okay, level flight,
vacate right
level
when
flight,
able.
level flight. Hold it there. And I'll stop the aircraft from descending. Left rudder and right aileron. Right aileron. Right aileron. Right aileron. Left rudder, right aileron. Whoa. Nice. Very nicely done.
That looks smooth as hell from my seat.
Well, didn't feel smooth, but... Okay, what did he say?
Don't worry. Just vacate the runway. I'd say from the right is probably a good idea there.
Yeah.
Back from where we go.
TBM 3 Golf Tango, runway 33. Alright, disregard.
Okay, Null and I are facing each other.
TBM 3 Golf Tango, turn right heading 025, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Are we? I don't see you.
Right heading 025,
It's okay.
runway 33, clear
I'm
for
on the
takeoff.
other side of the
3 Golf
runway.
Tango.
Cessna Echo Charlie Mike, Delta to the ramp, across runway 20.
Delta to the right, Echo Charlie Mike. Thank you.
You're comfortable where you are, Martian?
And Mary 1 Alpha, hold position for a departing TBM.
Wilco holding position, runway shorter tree on Charlie, Mary 1 Alpha.
So I can cross runway 20, right?
Yeah, he gave you the clearance. For you, it's basically straight ahead.
Yeah.
As you can see the TBM taking off, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
This new update has really made flying on VATSIM so much more fun.
So smooth.
Cessna Mary 1 Alpha, cross runway 33 and take Charlie to the ramp. Have a good lunch. Dinner?
Clear to cross tree, Charlie to the ramp, Mary 1 Alpha, thanks. And at this point, it's well past dinner time. Thank you anyways, Mary 1 Alpha.
You guys are across the pond.
I am, and so's the Delta Echo Mike. But fortunately for you,
Papa Golf ain't.
6 Papa Golf is very much near you.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I see there's not much on in England, is there?
Yeah, not right now. It's a bit too late, but we decided to go somewhere nice with nice controllers, so here we are.
Nice. Alright, was that November 125 Alpha Hotel calling in?
Okay.
Alright, TBM 3 Golf Tango, proceed on course.
Proceed on course, 3 Golf Tango.
I'm just in the middle of the tarmac right now.
Beechcraft 5 Alpha
It's
Hotel,
okay.
hello.
See, I can see you. Can you see me to your front right?
I can see you right in front, I think. Front left slightly.
Yeah. So just follow me, basically. I'm gonna do a
Tower,
180 in a
Beechcraft
second.
5 Alpha Hotel, can I get a radio check?
Yeah.
Beach 5 Alpha Hotel 5 by 5.
So just follow me around.
Thanks.
Null's right in front of me as well. So.
Yeah.
So you can park to the right side of Null, and I'll park to his left.
Ah, yeah, I see it.
Tower, Beach 5 Alpha Hotel, we have information uniform looking to pick up VFR departure to the east.
I
can see your G1000 monitors
Alright,
now,
Beechcraft
even if you
5
don't have any.
Hotel information whiskey is now current. Wind 010 at 10 knots. Chattanooga altimeter 3015.
Oh, and it's getting
Great, information
sunset
whiskey,
just about now. That's
copy
nice.
the winds, and altimeter 3015 for Beach 5 Alpha Hotel.
Beautiful sunset. Thanks again, Tower. Good night.
5 Alpha Hotel, maintain VFR at or below 3,000, correction. Maintain VFR at or below 4,500, squawk tree
Guys, let's shut
00.
down.
We'll maintain VFR.
Well done, both of you. Really good job. Let's, before we debrief,
Tower Delta Echo Charlie Mike, leaving your service. Thank you so much, and have a nice day.
he wants a review for his thing.
How do I do that?
Did he send you a message?
I'm not sure.
If you look on vPilot, you might see a third tab having opened up.
I didn't get one.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
What?
Maybe just you.
let's see. So the controller was Jacqueline. Jack. Can't find him. Huh.
Okay, do I need to do anything?
No, you can just shut down basically. You can turn off your batteries and everything and you're done. You did it.
Not that button.
Okay, I've shut everything down. How is the display still working? That's weird.
Jacqueline. I can't find him on here.
But Jacqueline died 30 years ago tonight. It was a ghost controller.
Uh,
I disconnected from VATS and now you guys are gone. That's
Nice.
unfortunate.
Can you please go on the Can you please go on the yeah, in the main menu?
Okay.
Martian. And then okay.
Yeah.
Go to profile. Oh, sorry, no, hold on. Market. Okay, go back one. Sorry, my bad. Bottom right, marketplace. Then go to search. Type NXI, November X-ray India.
Up.
Yes, install that.
Okay.
It was Lin first. Lin. There you go, got ya.
Okay. So to use this, I have to select a different aircraft?
Sorry?
To use this, do I have to select a different aircraft?
No, it's the same aircraft. So now if you load back into the sim with the G1000, you have the
Okay.
realistic version.
Oh, nice. Okay. So did I understand this right? The controller wants a review?
Yeah, I can send you a link in a second if you want.
Okay, sure.
Oh,
I need to take off the headphones. My ears are hurting.
That was... They're all awesome lessons, but that was like top tier S-class lesson. That was super fun.
Oh, awesome.
That was amazing.
Even putting that sim, that made it extra special.
So I'm just chatting with Jack as well before I give you guys some debriefing. He's asking. By the way, Martian, he says you've done a really good job.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So I'm just finishing off this feedback, and then I'll send you guys to you.
What's the V2 preview thing?
No idea. Let's see. What do you? Oh, you close your stream, so I don't know. All right. So let me copy this, and then send that to you guys. So I'm gonna put on the Nosedive Club group chat. Oh, V2 preview. That's what That's what Null was using to look on who's on VATSIM and where.
Yeah, it's just a nice UI.
Okay, so I don't know if you have you closed the sim, Martian.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So next time you fly the sim, you have the realistic G1000. The one I had, not the one you were using.
Okay.
If you guys want to give Jack a review now, that's fine.
What's his name? How do I find them?
So it's Lin Jack.
Lin Jack. Okay.
I think I've flown with them before as well.
Nice.
This isn't the first time.
Then we can discuss this landing thing.
What's position staff? That's tower, right?
Yeah. Tower.
Yeah. I don't remember my stuff off the bat.
So the VATSIM CID is this 7-digit code I used to log in?
Yes.
Okay.
Because of course.
Well, I have to put in an email address.
Yeah, just see if you can't.
You have to.
Ugh.
I know.
VATSIM. I love the service, but their obsession with email addresses and real world identity and that kind of stuff.
I mean, I get it, but also, I mean, come on.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad you guys had fun. So that was a little bit of a fun game, the whole emergency descent thing, right? Of course, like in the real deal, we select a field, we do the emergency descent, and once we've selected a field, then we come out of the spiral turn. We do what we need to best estimate the glide, which comes with practice. Kill the energy, because we're gonna have loads of energy, which we can use to our advantage if we mess up. And then we set up for the stabilized approach, and this is the really important bit, right? Stabilized approaches when it comes to landing is everything. So yeah, I won't talk much more until you've finished writing your reviews.
Yeah, I'm done.
Cool. What about you, Noel?
We're locked and loaded.
Happy days. Cool. This new approach on teaching the landing. So, 1 second. First of all, can you see my the Scala draw?
You're not streaming.
Sorry?
You're not
Oh,
streaming.
you know what? That would be an issue.
It's part of it.
Yeah. Okay. Sandra, do you mind muting yourself?
Damn it, I keep...
There you go, he did it. Okay, so here we have...
I'm sorry.
That's okay, we understand. I totally get it. So we got the four phases for a successful landing. Phase 1 is the approach, right? So we need to be stabilized. So what does that mean, a stabilized approach? Let's see. No, give me one factor for a stabilized approach.
You need to be at a constant airspeed.
Yeah, so airspeed, perfect. How would you control that airspeed if you're slightly off?
I suppose it depends on how far out I am, but probably pitch first.
Yeah, we're
and
talking
then
about
power.
the final approach at this point. You're on the final. Yeah, pitch. Cool. So we got stable speed, pitch. Martian, another thing that would dictate a stabilized approach.
In landing configuration?
Yeah, configuration, absolutely. So make sure you're configured at the right time, yeah? Something else, either of you?
Airspeed, pitch, configuration. I mean, I guess along with airspeed is like your vertical speed.
Yeah, so...
Should also be constant.
Yeah, so flight path management, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you control the vertical speed?
Again, with pitch and power.
Power, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. One affects the other, so if you're going to change the vertical speed, you're going to have to use pitch. Sorry, you're going to have to use power, but then as a result, you're going to have to adjust the pitch. Yeah, but it's just primarily for the direct effect, we're doing it that way. Okay. So we're looking at the correct flight path. We're looking at vertical speed. We've got all that sorted. We're looking at 3 fingers above the dash, roughly, the aiming point. So if I draw an extended line here, right, that's the aiming point. This point right here.
Three fingers would be like outstretched hand fingers?
Yes, outstretched hand fingers. Absolutely. So, of course.
But wouldn't that depend on, like seat position and how tall you are?
Yeah, it's a rough estimate. Typically, 3 fingers seems to work for most people.
Okay.
But yeah, absolutely, it depends on seat position, on your height, on all sorts of factors. But usually when you say about 3 fingers, people go, oh yeah, 3 fingers. It seems to work.
Okay.
If you're well positioned in the aircraft, it seems to work. Okay, so stage 2 will be passing what we call over the fence, quote unquote. So that's the power reduction, okay? We're going to start to slowly reduce power. And we say over the fence. Typically, we're talking about clearance height. Right, so roughly 50 feet. If you can estimate what 50 feet is approximately, good job. It just means when you're about to go over the threshold, not quite at the threshold, but you're going to make the runway, power to idle. Okay? And it's a slow, smooth motion, and just as you finish reducing power, you go into phase 3, which is going to be pitch for level. Okay? So what I mean is, get that mental image of when you're flying straight and level, approximately. Sorry, I said 3 fingers for the aiming point. I meant 1/3 of the way up the dashboard. Sorry, I got the 2 confused because me. So when the aiming point should be 1/3 of the dashboard. When you're flying level, you got 3 fingers between the horizon and the combing, roughly. So that's when you pitch level on phase 3. So you pitch as if you're flying straight and level in cruise.
Wait, so 3 fingers between the dash and the horizon?
Yes. Sorry, it's my fault. I've confused you. It's my fault. So for the aiming point, it's a third of the way above between the dash and the horizon.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I've
Not between
confused you.
dash and horizon. Okay.
Yeah. But for pitch level, it's 3 fingers between the dash and the horizon. So
And that's
basically,
with full flaps.
yeah, that'll be with full flaps. So you just aim for that pitch. The pitch that would give you straight and level flight if you had straight and level flight configuration. Okay? You just adjust. So you pull this yoke. So until you've got, so normally when you're flying straight and level, you've got the horizon like this, right, roughly. So while you were descending, it was something like that, right, because you're pointing down. And then at this point here, beginning of phase 3, you pitch for level. Does that make sense?
Okay, but I'm not actually flying level.
Exactly. So you're going to arrest the descent slightly, so this should be a little bit back angled like that. And then at this point, what you're going to do is you're going to stop the aircraft from descending. So once you're here, at the beginning of phase 3, it will occur when your aiming point disappears under the cowling, right? So your gaze, you're going to shift your gaze from there to the very end of the runway. So this is stage 4. After you've leveled pitch, you shift your gaze to the very end of the runway, and now you're going to stop the aircraft from descending, and you do that by hiding that point. Okay? So you're pitching up slowly, enough to stop the aircraft from descending, and you're pitching up, 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 up. And if you do it right, the stall horn should sound just as you touch down. Okay?
So I just keep pitching up?
Yeah, just enough to stop the aircraft from descending. And it will be more than you expect. You should not be able to see the end of the runway over the dash, even with the landing view.
Okay.
Okay? You pitch, 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 pitch. You'll have almost full elevator by the end of it. In fact, if you do a perfect one, you will have the stall horn at full elevator deflection. And then you ease the nose down, you let the nose come down gently, and that's the landing. So when we're going to review your general landing techniques in future lessons, we're going to discuss these phases. I don't want you to think about these phases in themselves while you're doing the landing. I want you to do these things while you're doing the landing. But then when we can discuss timing and technique afterwards as a debrief, we can then come back. We can then come back and look at this, and think about, oh yeah, at that point, that's when I started pitching level too early, too high, which is the most common thing people do, right? I should have left it descend a little bit longer. Okay, so if the approach speed is 60 knots here, you should be at 55 knots here. Okay? Through the power reduction. So, Martian, your landing was actually really good. You were a little high, but you corrected for it, which is fine. I came in really high on mine, which is my fault. Could have done a go around actually, but anyways. I decided to land long. Just made my life easier.
Okay.
But when you were landing, you did a really good job. You had a bit of a crosswind from the right. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember how to account for crosswind, but I couldn't do it.
That's fine. That's why I was giving you instructions. The thing is, I know your workload goes up. And so the first thing to go is when you're task saturated is your hearing. And I think Null watched that happen for real the other day, didn't you know, with my other students?
Yeah, it gets pretty gross.
So I don't get frustrated. I just repeat the same thing over and over again until the person either hears it or I have to take controls. And so with my student, we were landing at Bristol, and and basically I was like, go left, turn left, and my student's steering very confidently to the right. It's like,
Okay.
the other left, go left, the other left, left. Okay, I have controls. Because when you're so task saturated, the first thing she goes is hearing. And I think most people don't believe that, but I think Noel witnessed it for the first time.
Yeah, it gets there. It really does it.
Yeah, no, hearing goes first always. Sure.
Always, absolutely.
I can tell you from any other kind of tasks that I ever do that when I'm focused, this is the first thing. Shut up, because I can't hear you anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, so that's what I was telling you. Right aileron, left rudder, left aileron, right aileron, left rudder, right aileron, left rudder, more right.
You're right.
I was saying that over and over again, and I just assumed you weren't hearing me because you had a high workload.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you heard me or not. Like,
I'm not. I think.
exactly.
It's weird. Sometimes I think you're saying something, and I'm sort of doing it, but you just want more of it, and I'm sort of afraid to do too much, so I don't do it enough.
That can happen. So remember that for Crosswind Landings, we maintain the direction of the runway with rudder, but we stop the aircraft from drifting across with ailerons.
Yeah.
Yeah? So we need to put enough rudder, left rudder in this case, to point down the runway, but then if we don't use ailerons, we're going to drift across. And we don't want that. We want to fly straight down the runway. So we bank into the wing to use that lift component to stop us drifting to the left.
Yeah, now that you're saying that, I can perfectly remember that.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
so that's why it's like more right, and you touch down with the upwind wheel first, and then the downwind wheel, and then the main gear. Okay. So, but that's crosswind landings. In this case, we're talking about the timing of the power reduction and the flare, and what I call the round out and the flare. So the instructor doesn't like me calling it that, but that's what it is for me. This for me is a round out, and this is a flare, right? Because he thinks that calling the round out should be the same as a flare, whereas I say no. The round out is this phase, and the flare is that phase. Okay, the round out is where you stop the descent a little bit by flying pitch level, and then you flare. And that's the second bit. Round out, flare.
We're gonna have to practice this at some point.
Yeah, I mean, so at this point, Martian, like, you are doing really well, based on the amount of experience you have, right? Because I know you're not flying as often as Null is. Null, I have a feeling, is flying almost every day.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
so your experience levels are going to be different. Null would have had more time to practice turns and talking on the radio and landing and airspeed control, right? So it all comes with practice, and that's, so you're doing and look, you beat him in the emergency descent.
Oh yeah, fully.
So,
I'm not gonna be salty about that at all.
So at some point I was thinking, oh shit, my speed is too high. How do I get the speed down?
Yeah. So remember, like, there are loads of ways to kill energy. We haven't discussed glide approaches. I don't expect you to be able to do an off-field landing with the proper techniques, especially when I didn't show it to you. I just did it randomly. So, oh, that's my field. I'm gonna land there. Yeah. I didn't do it properly either, but because that wasn't today's objective. Today's objective was getting down quickly.
Right.
Yeah. So the next lesson is practice force landings.
Sick.
So which is where we will learn how to do practice force landings, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a mixture. I'm gonna teach our way of doing it, and then I'm gonna teach the US way of doing it, which is way better.
Why, if it's so much better, why teach the other one just out of curiosity?
Because the other one does have its advantages.
Okay.
It has, yeah. Oh, nice one, Null. With the
Grab-
blur and
grab
everything, I love it.
Got that blur, got that bokeh.
So
nice.
so the way we do it here has its advantages. Specifically, planning the glide, we've got it better than what I think the American system does. I could be wrong, right? I could be. It's just the little I know from the American syllabus, and it
Alright,
turns
guys.
out.
Good flying. I'm gonna leave you for now. Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
No
Have
worries.
fun.
Sparrows
Good
on
job,
frequency
boss.
272 if you want.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly the point. Alright, have a good one.
Bye.
These two, they're flying at. I would love to fly with you guys, but you start at past midnight for me. So
Yeah, I know. That's the big problem.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going.
yeah, Barrow's such a night owl.
I probably should bounce out pretty
No,
soon.
that's all right.
too.
We're done for today. We're absolutely done.
This was amazing, by the way. Seriously.
No, I'm glad
Thanks.
you enjoyed it. I'm glad you guys had fun. That's what matters the most, eh?
Yeah. Oh, actually, I have the section here about the controlled descent from the FAR.
Okay.
Step 1: do you have your gun on you? That's the first thing they ask you, and if you do, that's a different procedure. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna fly out. Seriously, like this was so much fun. This lesson put together like a ton of different things in a really cool way. And from the pedagogy, like just stuff like that, where like the timing us and it like keeping us engaged in that way. I just feel like if you're looking for feedback for ANC, because I know you are sometimes, like that. I think like the trick, right, is like how can you make everyone feel engaged even when they're not like sharing their screen or they're streaming, but like knowing that I was reacting to what Martian was doing was really helpful, right? So I paid like super close attention when Martian was making decisions. So it was really good.
No, I appreciate it. Thanks, Noel. Thank you. That's really useful.
All right. Fly safe, you guys. I'll catch you soon.
You take care.
Bye.
What are you gonna do now? I guess you're gonna go to bed, no?